Today on What's New LSU, the prep work for Dance Marathon is well on its way. And we've got the inside scoop on Baton Rouge Fashion Week. All this and more is coming up right now. Hey there, Tigers. I'm Alex Cheney, filling in for Lauren Graham. Thanks for joining us today. So here's the latest in LSU news. 5 students competing in PRSSA's Bateman competition are promoting their client in an intriguing way for students this week. The 2014 LSU Bateman team is giving away wristbands for half-off cover at Fred's in Tigerland. As part of a national competition, the team is raising awareness for Pop Money, a digital payment service that allows users to send and receive money electronically.
Pretty well. It's gotten a lot of people excited, I think, because it's middle of the semester, everyone needs kind of a break, and when supplies are short on money, it's good to have something that's half off.
Tomorrow is the last day to get your half-off Friday cover wristband from 11:30 to 1 in front of the Manship School. Jordan Mushida is back this week with a question from our very own Tiger TV family. Jordan?
Thanks, Alex. Tonight's question comes from our friends at 4 More Years. Dear Jordan, is there a better rapper than White Chocolate? I mean, have you seen his interview? Why, yes, I did see his interview, and I must say it inspired me. It inspired me to be honest. You hear all the hype today about dark chocolate being what the girls want, but you guys know white chocolate's where it's at. His skills were overwhelmingly just mind-blowing, and he just had a way with words that left me speechless. I can't even pass a Whole Foods now without getting that special feeling while picturing White Chocolate doing those hood rat shenanigans he did time for. And I have to say that given the chance, I would be White Chocolate's manwich. I mean, who couldn't resist this human prototype of a Roman god? I would like to close my segment tonight the way I know Whitey would want me to, with an excerpt from Tears of a Thug Poet. Turn down for what? Accept everything. Be responsible. Buy a wedding ring. And while you're being responsible, responsibly send your questions to Twitter with hashtag LSUTTV and hashtag LSUAskJordan. Or if you see me at the health center, I'm probably miserable, so it's in your best interest to just leave me alone. Thank you, everyone. I'm Jordan Mushida, and I'm not always right, but when I am, it's usually all the time.
Thanks, Jordan. Personally, I think I'm a fan of milk chocolate.
Whatever.
Over the weekend, Lauren Graham hit up the runways of Baton Rouge Fashion Week. We'll see you after the break.
I'm Lauren Graham, and welcome to Fashion Frenzy. Last Saturday, I got to attend one-of-a-kind Baton Rouge Fashion Week's Big Night, which is Baton Rouge's first ever fashion week.
And I never thought Baton Rouge would even have a fashion week. I was like, Baton Rouge has a fashion week? People like to dress up and be fashionable in Baton Rouge? Who knew?
The designers that showed were Christopher Youngstar, I.Me, Juju's Boutique, Love Rocks, Miss Smitty, and LSU Department of Textiles, Apparel Design, and Merchandising. Current LSU fashion design students and recent graduates showed their designs. I got to speak with designer Ella Rose, who graduated from LSU last May. So what kind of pieces do you have shape part of your spring collection, or are they different?
So these 2 pieces that I'm showing are part of my senior collection that I did last spring. They are kind of a little bit avant-garde. One of them has an alligator on it, and it's like half the dress is alligator, but my idea was kind of taking Monet paintings and putting them on a dress. So I actually physically hand-painted all of these dresses.
Last time I spoke with Ella was at New Orleans Fashion Week. Let's see what Ella had to say about Fashion Week coming to Baton Rouge.
It's really exciting. I've had an amazing 6 months. I've been invited to show in New York. I was invited to show in Singapore. All sorts of really craziness. So I'm honored to be back here in I guess my almost hometown and represent the school. So
also got to speak with the host of the event, Chanice Lewis, who came in from Los Angeles.
Born and raised in Baton Rouge, but I've been living in Los Angeles for the last 10 years, and I've done things on television, film, and host events all across the country, so I'm so excited to be back in my hometown to do something big like Baton Rouge Fashion Week.
The event was held at the Capitol Park Museum downtown. The night began with cocktails and socializing. Then local models of all ages had their chance to rock it on the runway. Baton Rouge Fashion Week will be held annually. Well, that concludes this week's Fashion Frenzy Report. Tune in next week for the latest in the fashion world.
Be sure to follow Fashion Frenzy on Twitter at LSU Fashion for the latest updates. Now let's turn it over to weather forecaster Christian Bennett for a look at today's weather. Christian?
Well, today was another beautiful day. We saw lots of sunshine with only a few dark clouds hanging around. Today's highs reached 78 degrees with lows at 46 degrees, and wind speeds today reached 21 miles per hour. Today's Instagram picture comes from Tiger TV's anchor Bess Casterly. It's really starting to look like summer on campus. Tonight's temperatures will dip down to 46 degrees with wind speeds at 14 miles per hour. Unfortunately, we'll be seeing those dark clouds from today translating into some more rain tonight.
Many movies have been filmed in Baton Rouge. At LSU, we have our own movie sensation. Have you met Mari Kornhauser? The HBO series Treme follows the life of New Orleans residents as they rebuild from Katrina. The show has won 5 awards, including a Best Performance in Drama. Mary Kornheiser has written for the HBO series Treme, produced different shows and movies, and has directed her own script, Housebound. Now she is a professor at LSU.
Teaching is a lot like directing actors, so it's a different type of creativity. Because I think my job is to find the creativity in you. And so that's like pulling a performance out and to create a safety net for that artist to grow.
In 2000, Kornhauser won the jury award for Best Feature Housebound at the Stony Brook Festival in New York. LSU may have the chance to shine on the silver screen again. Taylor Ticer has the scoop when we come back. Stay tuned.
Hey Tigers, welcome back to What's New LSU. I'm Taylor Ticer bringing you the latest in entertainment news. As many of you remember, 2 years ago the mega hit movie Pitch Perfect was being filmed right on our campus. Well, guess what? It's going to happen all over again. A while ago, Elizabeth Banks confirmed the sequel to the comedy without many details. And just this week we heard they'll be filming in Baton Rouge again beginning May 27th. Whether or not they'll film on campus is to be determined, but I think the chances look pretty good. The only stars we know for a fact are returning are Rebel Wilson and Anna Kendrick. The two were incoming freshmen in the first film and will be playing graduating seniors this time around. So judging by that info, I think it's safe to say that they'll be right back under these stately oaks and broad magnolias. When the filming date gets closer, I'll be sure to let y'all know how to be an extra in Pitch Perfect 2, so be on the lookout. There may be some trouble in the lineup for Bayou Country Superfest this year. Florida Georgia Line singer Tyler Hubbard ran into a little bit of a hitch on Sunday. The country duo was on tour with superstar Jason Aldean and had a few days off. Naturally, that meant for them to let loose by riding dirt bikes or crashing them. Apparently, Hubbard hit a jump a little short and ended up with a back injury. The singer says he visited the hospital and 2 chiropractors but is still in excruciating pain. But he tweeted yesterday to thank his fans for all of the support and let them know he'd be back out there in no time. And according to his singing partner Brian Kelly, a room full of radio business insiders raised shots of Fireball whiskey in his honor. A pretty awesome gesture in my opinion. Well, that's all I have for today. I'm Taylor Tyson, and be sure to tune in next week for the latest in entertainment news. Back to Zan at the desk.
LSU Dance Marathon preparations are almost complete as the event is just a few hours away. The Dance Marathon takes place over 2 days while participants are on their feet for 26.2 hours. Morale Director Jenny Garland has been working with volunteers to make banners and posters for the event. There have also been practices for a morale dance group.
Every hour on the hour we do the morale dance, which is how we keep track of time. It's really fun. And it gets everyone on their feet dancing and back excited and energized. We'll also have bands, games, food going on. There's like a lot to do, so if you don't like one thing, there's always another activity going on.
The Dance Marathon Morale team will dance at the event along with the other participants. So what can we look forward to in weather next week, Christian?
Well, tomorrow we'll have highs of 67 degrees with lows of 42 degrees and wind speeds at 9 miles per hour. We're only looking at a 10% chance of rain for tomorrow. It's going to be a perfect day to head out to the Ag Center and support Dance Marathon and Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital. This weekend we'll have plenty of beautiful days with highs in the 70s. This trend will continue into the beginning of next week where we'll see some showers. That's your weather on campus, Tigers. In the words of Jordan Machida, I'm not always right, but when I am, it's usually all the time. Keep sending in your pictures with the hashtag TigerTVWeather.
Thanks, Christian. Well, that's all the time we have today. You can watch our full shows on tigertv.tv or on our YouTube channel. Be sure to connect with us on Instagram and Twitter for our latest updates. And stay tuned for Bottom of the Ninth coming up at 6. From all of us here at What's New LSU, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you back here next week. From Hodges Hall, good night.